Planning your project is about working out who is going to do what and when. Breaking down your project into manageable tasks is the key to a successful project, whether you're an MP or a school councillor.
I'm John Bercow. I serve as Speaker of the House of Commons, and I'm the 157th person to occupy this role. I'm looking to see that you planned your projects carefully so everyone knew what they were supposed to be doing.
It can be tempting to just have an idea and run off and try to do it. But if you do that, then you'll probably come a cropper, because problems will get in the way, perhaps people will have different ideas about what was meant. It's much better to be organised, to sit down and plan what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and who's going to do what. That way you can see that it all fits together and you're much more likely to have a successful project.
So organising different groups, so one group would be, for example, for publicity, the other group will be for finance and management, so you need to be able to structure your group and plan as a team.
So if we don't have a plan, we wouldn't know what we have to do. Like, then some of the ideas might get out of your brain, and then everybody will be upset. Why didn't you listen to our opinion? And
so the first thing you've got to decide is what exactly is it you're trying to achieve? What's the aim of your campaign? And you might need to discuss that for a while until you come up with something that you're all pleased with.
I write the minutes, and I listen to what people think, and then I write it down on a piece of paper.
I think the first thing that you need to do is to write down all the elements of the campaign, to make a list of all the parts and who's going to do what, and then you tick off as you go. It can be very hard to remember all of those different elements and to kind of think about all of the things that have to happen in a successful project.
We sort of just get a piece of paper and we just think of what to do on the plan. We don't just do when we think about it before we do it.
Before you start your project, think about what you want to have changed by the time it's finished, and also think about all the steps that are going to get you there. As a team, make sure you've got all the help you need and split up the jobs between you so you can get everything done in time.
Then you've got to work out how many people are available to help you. And then you've got to work out who's going to have which particular role so that everybody knows where they fit in. And then you've got to be realistic about the kind of time it's going to take. Sometimes these things take a while and you've got to allow for that. And also you've got to look at the sort of resources you've got. Have you got any money to do leaflets or badges or whatever? You've got to sit down carefully as a team and work all of this out. And then when you come up with a plan, you have to see that plan through. Even if sometimes things get a bit sticky, you have to press on.
Being logical is a key element. You have to be logical in what you can achieve and how you're going to achieve it.
We, took some quotes from some students, and we had all the plans that we had set out for all of our community day and stuff like that. So we had basically the structure of everything.
If you never had a plan and you just did what you want, things would get out of control.
We had a plan because I think that it was quite a difficult task. It was managing the whole school for a whole week basically. So we had to, have everything written down and have everything organised, because if there's no structure then it wouldn't have worked.
One of the most important things to do in advance is to work out what your success will be. Because often people say, oh, we want to change this or that or the other, and they don't think to themselves, how will we know when we've won?
For tips on making sure your team sticks to the plan and your project stays on track, watch the next video at speakersschoolcouncil.org. You'll also find full details of how to enter there.
Remember, the closing date for applications for the scheme is the 13th of May, so you haven't got long. You better get moving. Come on, get that application in and take part.